It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're still locked in. We're live right here on S3, opening up on Expresso. Now, we're talking about some beautiful, loving creatures. They are so close to our hearts, and they rule your house, they rule the internet, and they are definitely the boss of you. Now, yes, we are definitely talking about cats. And if you reach that point where you are seeking some cuddly love and companionship and really want a cat, then this morning we're going to help you choose the right cat for you. Now, with the help of Dr. Michelle Enslin, our resident veterinarian at Boehringer Ingelheim, we might just do exactly that. Doc, how are you doing this morning?
I'm so great. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
It's always good chatting to you. Of course, I am, to be honest, a self-proclaimed dog lover, especially since I adopted a dog. And I know they have like these crazy personalities, but when it comes to cats, which I do love as well, do they have the same sort of personality traits like dogs do?
So it's interesting that you say that you're a dog person, because I am 100% a cat person.
Like yin and yang.
Yes, exactly. So to answer your question, yes, cats can have a variety of different personalities. They certainly will bring something really, really unique and spectacular to your home if you choose to have a cat, for sure. Yeah, exactly the same as dogs. I mean, they are really, really amazing little creatures if you just give them the space to show you.
I love that. I'm a bit of a draad sitter. I'm a cat person, but I'm also a Hawken person. Like, his dog changed my life. But I do want to get a cat eventually. Obviously, I have a little one, and I think it's so nice, again, for companionship, like Raul mentioned. But how do you go about choosing the right one for you? What questions must you ask yourself?
The most important thing that you need to keep in mind is you need to do your research. So in South Africa, there's over 50 registered breeds of cats, and there's more than 100 worldwide. So you need to decide what type of personality do you want from that particular breed? And remember that certain breeds, not necessarily dictating exactly what type of personality that cat will have, but they can sort of give way to the type of temperament that that breed will have. So if you're a person that wants a more energetic, busy cat, then perhaps an Abyssinian or Somali type of breed would be something for you. But if you want more of a companion type of cat that's going to like sit on your lap and be more of just like a really, really close companion, chilled cat, then maybe a Persian is the answer. So you need to really just do your research. There are some hyperallergenic breeds. And remember, when you have an allergy to cats, it's not actually their fur that you're allergic to, it's the saliva. There's a protein in their saliva that when they groom themselves, that's what causes the allergy. So some cats will have less of that protein, and you might be able to tolerate them better.
Okay, so you're not actually allergic to the hair, you're allergic to the saliva.
Maybe I can have a little cat in the family. Now that I'm almost more inclined to have a cat, I must be honest, the inside space compared to my outside space isn't as huge. Like, the garden's a lot bigger than the house itself. Yeah. And especially with a lot of us being in lockdown, being in small apartments, working from home, it would make sense to get a cat. But the question is the cat going to be happy at the end of the day if it's stuck in an apartment versus a nice big open space to play in? Does that have an effect on their emotion and their happiness?
The answer to this question is actually quite an interesting one. Cats do really, really well in smaller spaces, as long as you provide the right level of environmental enrichment. Cats love to have vertical spaces, so they feel more safe the higher up they are, and they also feel safer in smaller confined areas like igloos or under the bed or under the couch. So as long as you are making sure that they have all that they need from an environmental enrichment standpoint, then absolutely you can keep a cat in an apartment.
Dr. Michelle, now let's talk about breeds. When it comes to a breed, right? Some people, loves a thoroughbred, and some people wouldn't mind getting a rescue cat. Is there a big difference between a thoroughbred and a mixed breed cat?
Again, I think this definitely comes down to individual preference. So if you're a person who likes to know what you're getting into, then definitely a thoroughbred cat or a purebred cat is for you, because you will be able to have some predictability of their temperament and what type of personality they will have and develop into. What's also nice about purebred cats is that breeders will invest a lot of money into testing for any kind of potential genetic diseases they might develop later on that can certainly affect their quality of life. So on that front, it's a little bit more of a predictable sort of sure in when you choose a breed. But then again, if you're one of those people that wants to throw caution to the wind and you don't mind what you're going to get, then absolutely mixed breed cats are for you. Go and fetch a cat that, you know, might not necessarily have a home, and then you are saving a life by going to a cat shelter and just picking up a mixed breed. But I think at the end of the day, it actually doesn't matter which breed or whether you get a mixed breed or a purebred cat, they will all absolutely 100% bring something really special to your family.
Are you sold?
I think I'm sold, Doc. I think you've put up a good fight. I think I'm probably going to have another family member out of the household. And I can't thank you enough for joining us this morning, for sharing this beautiful information. I think you've given everybody at home in Mzansi a reason to kind of just add one more to the family, of course.
And of course, for you at home, regardless of which cat you welcome into your family, I hope you spoil them with plenty of love and cuddles, because that's exactly what they will do for you. And to keep them healthy and protected against parasites, you can shop Broadline online at petheaven.co.za. This is a fantastic treatment to keep your cats protected inside and out.